Hi there guys, welcome to BoxPred. This is my post-fight video on Floyd Mayweather against Victor Ortiz. I'll try to make this as brief as possible because I could go on all day about this. So much to take from it. So much things to say. First and foremost, disappointed with it. Obviously, the outcome, the way in which it was won. It doesn't seem like it was genuine and legitimate. It just seems like Mayweather had a free shot at him. Um, Before the controversial part of the fight, the actual boxing we did witness, I thought that Ortiz was clearly outsped. Um, he was being outboxed. He had some success when he put Mayweather under pressure, but he was being made cautious. And my opinion on why he was a bit cautious, and this is not really an excuse for him. He should have still been moving forward more aggressively than he was. But there's a difference between fighting a guy like Andre Berto, who is not a very skilled fighter and not a very clever fighter, and not a really good counterpuncher. So you can have a slugfest with him, and you're happy to take punches to give punches. But against a guy like with accurate, speedy counterpunches from different angles, like Mayweather, it really does. You can't underestimate how it feels to be hit by those punches, and that's the only thing I can think that's why early on Mayweather was just making him, you know, Ortiz wasn't coming as forward as much as we all maybe thought. I think Mayweather was landing his straight right at will at times. I think that would have been a major punch had the factored in punch had the fight gone on further. Um, but all in all, I think Mayweather won all the rounds that there were, and he was um, obviously the better boxer on the night. We all know that Ortiz blows hot and cold. He's either very good or he's very poor. And last night was an example of him being very poor. Moving on to the incident, obviously Ortiz threw the headbutt, blatant headbutt, intentional. Only reason I can think is because he lost it because he was frustrated because of Mayweather's defensive tactics. All I can say to that is, if you're going to fight Floyd Mayweather, you need to be patient and you need to be aware that you're going to be frustrated. Practically everyone he faces, every opponent he faces, finds it difficult to touch him. You have to be patient. You have to take your opportunities when they come. You have to put pressure on him, and you have to bide your time. But Ortiz obviously is not the cleverest of fighters, and he lost his patience. Um, then moving on to the incident, um, I blame all three. I blame the referee first and foremost. The referee always says something along the lines of, "Obey my commands and protect yourself at all times." The referee wasn't there giving a specific correct command. He was in no control. He should have been between the two fighters when they were hugging or whatever they were doing, and he should have broken them up before he told them to proceed. He wasn't there. He left them to it, and that's why that's a major reason why it happened. Cortez is too behind. He's too slow, um, and he's not good enough to officiate, big fights like that anymore, in my opinion. If he's going to be acting in that way. Um, Ortiz is to blame because he shouldn't have just been looking at the referee. He was trying to obey a command, but he wasn't protecting himself at all times, which is a number one rule. And obviously Mayweather, I feel it was a sucker punch. It was a free punch, and um, he has to take some blame for. Uh, okay, he took his opportunity, but it was a bit obvious that Ortiz wasn't really engaging. So a bit of blame has to be with Floyd Mayweather in this one for me. So all three really contributed to the whole situation. Um, I want to make a point now. This is not the first time that Floyd Mayweather has shown this uh, behavior in the ring. For all of you who are surprised this happened, you should not be. If you look at the video of Shane Mosley against Floyd Mayweather, you will see at one point during that fight the overly nice, lovey-dovey Shane Mosley, who likes to shake hands more than he likes to throw punches, tries to do so with Floyd Mayweather during the fight, and Mayweather hits him. And Shane's like, "Well, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And one thing Mayweather does have when he's in the ring is the right mentality. He's not there to shake hands or make friends. He's there to take your head off. He's there to beat you. He's there to do a job. Ortiz, unfortunately, caught a bit of Shane Mosley syndrome and became overly nice. There was no need to go. For me, if you're going to headbutt a guy, you don't go straight away giving him a peck on the cheek and apologising to him over and over again. If you're really Victor Vicious Ortiz, then you need to the best thing you could have done is not even apologise at all. You get your point deducted, but show Floyd you are aggressive and you mean business and you're there to take his head off. Maybe you would have got inside Floyd's head. Floyd was cut on the chin or whatever. Maybe he would have lost it. Maybe he would have drawn Floyd in because of that. Maybe that would have worked for Ortiz. Maybe Ortiz would have drawn him into a more of a slugfest, and Ortiz um, could have caught him, because during the early rounds there was one occasion where Floyd actually threw a lot of punches, and Ortiz held his guard up, absorbed the punches, and he threw a stinging left hook which just missed Mayweather. If that had landed, that's the type of shot that can end fights, especially with a guy with Ortiz's power. So, that could have factored in. If Ortiz had been more, what's the word I'm looking for, clinical and more cold and not so friendly, then he may have been on a path that may have led to some success. Um, Too much nicety. So they're my thoughts on the fight. I'm gonna, I think, try and leave it around here. I am fed up with the Pacquiao Mayweather business. I'd rather look at other fighters who are actually walking the walk and not just talking the talk. Disappointing in that fight last night, and let's hope that boxing brings something better in the next few months, because it seems a bit slow right now. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching, thank you for hearing my opinion, and please give me your opinion in the comment boxes below, or drop me a message or on my homepage. And please do subscribe if you like my channel. So I'd like to thank you for watching. This is BoxPred, and I'm out.